Hello. All right, I think I'm live now. Didn't work the time before, but here I am. So it's 2:22. We'll just turned to 2:23, and I am Kaileen Cox, and I'm here for Intuitively Tuned In with me, Kaileen Cox. So this is my second time coming on here by myself. If you missed last week, I talked with Joan Upton, a phenomenal psychic medium. She is incredible. Definitely recommend checking that out, checking her website out, or working with her. All of the above. So today I was just kind of sitting here working on my newsletter email for the people that subscribe to my website, Awaken Innate Healing. And I decided, and it's almost 2:22. Maybe I should go live. And I was like, well, what will I talk about? First thing that came to me is crystals. So I know crystals are very popular, and there is lots of different meaning applied to crystals. So where I want to start with this is the meaning comes from within you. And I know that sounds like it's too easy, but it really is. It is that easy. So for many, many years, I read book after book and tried to memorize what other people connected with and resonated with as far as the crystal meanings. And there is so much history and so much knowledge out there that I definitely love that I explored it. And of course, if it speaks to you, explore it. But I want you to know that you can sit there with any crystal that speaks to you and you can apply any intention to that crystal. It can be that simple. Since in all my exploring, I searched outwards and then woke up and was like, it comes from within, right? So if you're hearing this right now, it might just be because you are manifesting having someone else say this to you. Maybe you need that permission. Maybe you've never thought about it that way, but here I am, and this is how I'm being intuitively guided. So that's what I'm going to talk about. So I have many crystals. I was very fortunate to live in Tucson, Arizona, where they have the largest gem show in the world. If you ever get a chance to explore that, I highly recommend it. It is in late January, February of each year, and people come from all around the world. It is a sight to be seen. Today, I want to talk about three crystals that kind of grab my attention and what historically their intentions have been. But I also want to give you space to maybe see what speaks to you and where it leads you to think, and maybe you'll have a spark of inspiration. So I want to start with one of my absolute favorites, which is rose quartz. And I know on camera they look very light, and you can get all different types of, different levels of pink. They all work the same, whether it's a rough stone or a tumbled stone, palm stone, whatever speaks to you is perfect, is absolutely perfect. So historically, rose quartz is the crystal of love. There is a legend of it being from the blood and tears of a Greek goddess, and that's why it is the love. Um, but also, the pink, a lot of times people associate pink with the heart chakra, so it totally makes sense there. And that is definitely something that I continue to believe in. It is the crystal of love. But also sometimes I have different palm stones around my desk, and when I'm at my computer or if I'm in a class and I'm teaching and I bring stones with me, every single time I go somewhere, whether it's to teach a class or to do a clearing of a house or a retreat, I bring rose quartz with me. It is the first thing that comes in the door with me, along with the five elements. So that's a different topic I'll talk on another day, but that's how much rose quartz means to me. And I apply different meaning to it sometimes. Sometimes it is to bring myself love. Sometimes it is to show my love to the world. Sometimes it's, especially when I go to a house for clearing, it's to bring love into that vibration of love into the home. But it can mean anything that speaks to you. So I want to give you a moment right now. Have you think, I wonder, what rose quartz means to me. Does rose quartz resonate with me? Is it something I am currently seeking to add to my life? And of course, remember to breathe. Maybe you'll get a message right now and you're like, yep, I want to have some rose quartz in my life. And however you go about finding that is perfect, whether it's you going to a local rock shop, you buying online, you know, wherever you're going. I always encourage to try to get ethically sourced, of course, although the crystal world is a little tricky and I understand that. So do everything from the vibration of love, and you will know that you will bring in the vibration of love. So that's rose quartz. Once again, different palm stones, some rough quartz. I love to wear it as a necklace and like one that hangs down low. I also recommend this to some of my clients that need to or that want to bring more love into their life. You can get it in a heart, you can get it just a stone, but wear that close to your heart center so that you can keep reminding yourself to bring love in. So it's not necessarily that like crystals hold magical powers, right? Because we're the ones that apply the meaning. So we're the ones that are applying the magic because we're the ones manifesting our lives. I know that seems crazy, but I truly believe that's how it is. So I hope you look for magic everywhere, first of all, because magic is everywhere. I hope you apply the meaning. And you do that by first bringing awareness and then noticing that awareness to where it affects your lives in a beautiful way. So the next one I want to talk about is Jade. Jade is, oh, it's magical. So, so Jade has historically been known for its healing properties. So what's really nice about Jade, if you get it in a shaped stone, and again, these vary in color. I have the kind of lighter ones. You can go to very dark Jade. The price sometimes depends on the color of the Jade. These ones are stones I had for doing massage, and so I would like use them on other people's bodies. But now that I don't do massage, these are a staple in my home. Anytime someone's not feeling the best, this is what we turn to. So Jade feels cool to the touch, which is awesome because it's like having a natural ice pack wherever you go. And it's bringing those healing vibrations. So one of the biggest things I used this stone for was when I went to the hospital to give birth. And I have a roller one, which at this time, I don't know where it is, but that's okay. And I had my husband and the doula, they would hold this on my back where it hurt. And with the other ones, I'd like dig in when it felt right and like just let it be when I didn't want to be touched. And that's kind of what we do with the Jade whenever we turn to it. So it doesn't have to be something as huge as childbirth. It can be an everyday little bump, or not feeling that well or feeling a little warm. Turn to Jade. Okay, so that's what I do with Jade. But I'll hold this up for you and I want you to think, what does Jade represent for me? I wonder how Jade would make my life more spacious. Am I being called to Jade? Things to ponder on. And the last one for today, I'm going to talk about amethyst. Now, amethyst is very abundant. It's lots of places. You can get it all different shapes and sizes. Today, this one spoke to me to be on camera. So this is a very, very light colored amethyst. On this screen, it almost doesn't even look purple, but it definitely is. There is clear quartz on it as well, but the majority of this is amethyst. And then, gotta be careful with its points. Then there's other shades once again, right? Everything comes in different shades, just like we do. So this is also amethyst, much darker, and a little stone. All amethyst. Amethyst is abundant again. A lot of times it's used in healing as well. All crystals have some healing property. And One of my favorite things with amethyst is my bio mat. That thing is heavenly. It's warm, it's infrared um, heat, and you lay on it, and it's just heavenly. And then because amethyst is so abundant, it's made into a lot of objects. So, like this is a pendant or a pendulum, sorry, pendulum of amethyst. So I love this. I keep it right here next to my desk if I have a quick question that I want to ask or if I want to check chakras or whatever. That's what one of the ones I turn to. And I love this, really shows you how there's such a variant in the color, which is so fun, right? We got those really deep and then the lighter and then the white in through it. Amethyst is just so beautiful. A lot of times people say amethyst connects with our crown chakra, so it is helpful to connecting to our higher selves and our angels. Again, it's whatever meaning you apply to it. I like having an amethyst in my home because I look at it and it simply makes me happy, and it can be that simple. So, of course, I just looked at the clock and I've been on here for 11 minutes and 11 seconds, so that's perfect. Just a little reminder, right? I'm putting the meaning to that, meaning that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So, um, amethyst. If these, the ones I'm talking about, Jade is a little bit more expensive. Amethyst, rose quartz are rarely abundant, kind of, well, easy to bring into your life. So I'll hold this one back up and I want you to think, what is amethyst saying to me? Could I benefit from having amethyst in my life? How would I bring amethyst into my life? I wonder. So, those are three crystals we talked about today: rose quartz, jade, and amethyst. Again, there are millions of crystals out there. There are millions of ways to get crystals into your life. You don't even have to hold or necessarily possess them, right? You don't have to have them in your life. You can go to a crystal healer, you can go to a crystal shop and be in that energy. Just remember to apply the meaning. You're the one that applies the meaning. And if you feel called to energetically cleanse your field, do so. You can do that with a crystal, you can do that through meditation, you can do that however it speaks to you. There is not one right answer. There is whatever your intuition, because we are 100% intuition 100% of the time, is speaking to you. And however you choose to interpret that. So that's what I'm going to talk about today for crystals. That feels right to me. That feels in flow. There are so many things I could say about crystals, so I do hope you tune in. Um, I'm not sure when the next one will be. It's usually going to be at 2 o'clock or 2:22 because I like those numbers. And that's what I'm being guided to do for today. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you tune in again and let me know in the comments what you think about these crystals. Do you have them in your home already, or what crystal is currently speaking to you? And if there's anything you ever want me to talk about on here, also put that in the comments or email me at awakeninnatehealing.com. Or you can always check out my website, which again is awakeninnatehealing.com. Thank you, everyone. Bye.